Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. There's my social media information. Go ahead and like my videos and subscribe to my channel if this content is enriching for you. It helps me out when you do that. Today we are continuing my discussion or examination into guitar as a textural device and what are some of the things we can do with it. I've been very curious about synth type sounds lately. Let's talk about what we got going on down here to achieve this sound setting. Actually, just gonna shoot a quick video on my iPhone so we can talk about what we got going on. I have a Morley volume pedal. I'm hitting all of these. I'm hitting my Phase 90, my Wazacraft Chorus, Augustus, Octave Fuzz, and TC Electronic Flashback Delay. That is what's going on there. Because I'm kind of like, before I start buying a bunch of synth pedals, first I want to see. I wanted to see what I could do with what I have in front of me, which, by the way, is a core philosophy of life, and playing in general. Let's do the most with what we already have, be it intelligence, genetics, pedals, guitars, amps. Let's squeeze the most out of it. So, what's going on here? I should mention also in post, I put a little bit of reverb on in post, and you're going to hear that guitar ping pong. I put a little bit of stereo tremolo to bounce. Just, hey, why not? Why not? Let's make some good soup here. Wait, what's that meme? How's it go? Good soup. Anyway, so the key here is, the first thing is modulation. All my friends, so many of my friends are into modular synthesis. My buddy Tom, my buddy Rich, my buddy Chris Powell, and so I'll talk about it with them. And the main thing that comes out is modulation, and so that means phaser and chorus are a big part of this. Now let's talk about what I'm actually playing. It's a 12-bar blues, y'all. I talked about that last week, that a 12-bar blues is actually nothing more than a structure to hang ideas upon. Oh, wait, we can get some lens flare on that. Wait, how'd I get that? Okay, I won't worry about it too much. So that's a 12-bar blues in E major. Blip. There it is. Here, let me move the guitar so you can see. That's the structure that I'm playing with. And so if I let me take everything off. I'm just playing, here I am. There I am, neck pickup. That's what I'm doing. Open E, 11, and then that 14, so that's just E, G sharp, E. The key here is the use of the delay, and that's the classic dotted eighth note delay, which, okay, let's talk about that. Which is one of the coolest things to play with because it forces you to keep yourself in time. You have to actually be really engaged with what's happening on the other end of your signal chain, with what's coming out of your speaker. And so I did a little as like a kind of fill or kind of open it up at that fourth bar, 14, 11. That's still a B, but that is, what is that? Don't tell me, F sharp, leading to the A. And notice I'm using my fingers to keep it staccato. And I love playing with dotted eighth delay because, like I said, it forces us to not speed up. And you know me, I don't like to play fast. I like to play slow. Put on chorus and phaser too. So everything but the octave fuzz. See that there? I put in that little G sharp to make an A major 7. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. I put in the 6th, which, yeah, that's that 11th fret, which is, just so you know, again, I'm just using the same information I always use. E major pentatonic, again with that dotted eighth delay though. What's up, bro? But yeah, sorry, I forgot I was doing that. Back to E. Hey man, what's the 5 chord in the key of E for the 12-bar blues structure? It's B. Hey man. How many times am I going to say hey man? Andy Summers chord. But on the B, I'm really going. I love that so much because, yeah, like I said, you know, I'm only playing quarter notes. If you start to get, you know, yeah, it all becomes a mess. Another reason I love working with dotted eighth note delay, because it forces us to keep in time and only do quarter notes, which if you've ever taken a lesson with me, you know that I'm like, yo, just play quarter notes, man. Just play quarter notes in time. Just keep it right there. So let's bring back in the Octave Fuzz, because Dusky Augustus Octave Fuzz is just a magic pedal. Because Octave Fuzzes, they have ring modulation built into them. I've talked about this in other videos. If you listen, when you back the volume off just a little bit, which I'm doing with my foot, you know, full power is one thing. You back it off just a little bit, you actually get really unpredictable notes that come out of nowhere, which that definitely enters into this, like, can I make my guitar sound like a synth thing without having to buy a bunch of synth pedals, which I know I'm gonna anyway. But first I want to do with what I have. It really responds. How I pick it. Super cool. That pedal is magic. I mean, that's a great pedal. So that's the, you know, there's one thing to think about for sure. Super cool thing to play around with, because maybe you already have an octave fuzz and a chorus and a phaser. It's really like, yeah, stack up some modulation there, add some fuzz to it. And of course, the dotted eighth note delay is a big part. Now, some other things that I wanted to talk about with, like, seeing if I can make this thing sound a little bit more like a synth without having to buy, you know, a bunch of pedals. The volume swells, I feel like, are a very synthetic. Oh, yeah, that's a word. Yeah, dude, I'm playing Roxanne. It's great chord progression, though. because that to me, those are the sounds I think about when I think about synth. It's like, wah, and yeah, so like volume pedal I do think is a pretty essential piece of this puzzle. Now, other things to do when you're playing around with dotted eighth note delay, I find myself, again, just watch. I'm just going to, since we're in G minor, very Pink Floyd too. Again, that, you know, without the delay, that would be just been going. With that delay. And you know I love stuff like this because it takes so much restraint to just stay right there with the quarter notes and not go. Breaks it. It breaks the magic. You have to have a lot of restraint. And really be engaged. With that, with what's coming out of the speaker as well, not just driving it, but like it's much more of a circular thing. It's so cool. Big E Dorian run there. I could do this all day. In conclusion, you may have the pedals already that you need to sound weirder. Stack the modulation up. Maybe if you have a fuzz, it might work with a regular fuzz. You can definitely get some interesting sounds, but that dotted eighth note delay I do think is a big part of sound, getting it to get that repetitive, insistent krautrock, synthy, dark wave thing happening without having to spend more money. Now, because I have a certain degree of influence or flex, we'll see what companies I can get to send me some of their more experimental pedals, and I shall explore them for you. Because I do love standard guitar sounds, the jangly sounds. We know this. I like the classic sounds, but I'm a little bit right now like, you know, I never really went off the deep end into shoegaze stuff. I like shoegaze. I like krautrock. I like, you know, new wave, dark wave, synth stuff. I just always like, I'll leave that for those other kind of guitar players. But I'm like, well, maybe now is the time. Maybe 2022 is the year. Thanks so much to everybody who supports me in all the ways that you do. Man, for real. Like, you know, I get cool opportunities in life because I have 100,000 subscribers, but that means you're part of this. You did it. It's not just me. Yeah, I make some nice content in my living room kitchen here for you, but like you're part of this too, and I appreciate it. And so even if you just click like and subscribe, that helps me out because it's all algorithm relevancy. That's how the world works these days. That generates website traffic. That means people are booking lessons, buying downloads, supporting me on Patreon, generously donating, because I don't put ads on my channel. Because it's just annoying. I'd rather just like you click on my video and it just takes you right to my house. Come on in. Ooh, that's a neat chord. Huh. Right? Anyway, happy Friday. Eat pizza. See you next week.